Welcome back to my channel, everyone. If you're new here, now is a great time to hit that subscription button. If you've already done that, maybe you forgot to hit the notification bell at some point. So go ahead and do that. If you've already done both, then I thank you so much and welcome back to my channel. I am the home bartender and my name is Anne. This is what a ginger sling looks like. I found today's cocktail on Instagram on Cocktail Pete's page. I'll put his information in the description box below. I have Benedictine in my liquor cabinet and I just wanted to make something that wasn't too far off from a Singapore Sling. And I think the Ginger Sling fits that bill. So let's gather our ingredients and I'll show you what this cocktail is all about coming up next. You will need a ½ ounce of gin, 3/4 of an ounce of fresh squeezed lemon juice, a ½ ounce of maraschino liqueur, a 1/4 ounce of Benedictine, 1 bar spoon of homemade Demerara rich simple syrup, ginger beer to top, and then we will garnish with a dehydrated pineapple wheel and some ginger candy and also some mint. Okay, let's mix this so we can taste it. Hang around for that. Let's start with 3/4 of an ounce of fresh squeezed lemon juice. We got 1 bar spoon of Demerara rich simple syrup, ½ ounce of maraschino liqueur, 1/4 ounce of Benedictine. Not very much. We're going to do 1.5 ounces of Old Tom gin. Now, I imagine that this wants a London Dry, but Cocktail Pete doesn't specify what kind of gin to use, but since it's a 1930s cocktail, like I said, I think it probably wants a London Dry, but I'm not a purist. I like to make it with the Old Toms, so that's what we did today. Let's shake this up and get it into the glass. I'm gonna put a few pieces of ice over the top of this first, get those in my glass. All right, I'm gonna actually put my Surfside Sips in there, I think, first. Get a little pineapple wheel behind it. Let's get the cocktail in there next. Ginger beer, let's get that in there next. Then some mint. Right next to my wheel. Then a little bit of ginger. All right, everybody, that is a Ginger Sling. It's been a little while since I've made this one, so I'm gonna try it for you now. It looks great with the mid-century modern ginger on there, but I'm gonna punt that because I don't wanna poke myself in the eyeball. And then I'm gonna give my straw a little dip because I know that all that alcohol is on the bottom. So we wanna mix that just a little bit. And then I'm gonna give it a try. Man, that is so refreshing. You get that gin first, of course. A traditional Old Tom gin is sweeter than a London Dry, and that's why I used it today. I like that. But a London Dry like Bombay or Tanqueray would be really great here as well. You may know, or you may not know, Benedictine is a pretty herbal liqueur, and those notes come second. But it's not overwhelming. It's not like a Amaro that's super herbal. What it actually brings here is a balance between the ginger and the maraschino. I think it gives a really refreshing note. Maraschino liqueur, or that cherry or stone fruit component, is super subtle, which is great because maraschino can easily overpower a drink. I do agree that it does need a bar spoon of simple syrup, and that Demerara is a great addition. It brings a nice rich quality to the cocktail. But be careful, it could easily overpower the cocktail on the sweetness meter. I love the ginger beer on top here because it really pulls everything together. It does balance the flavors with the bubbles and it gives it a nice spice that complements the Benedictine and the maraschino together. I used the 3/4 ounce of lemon as the recipe requires, but be very careful and taste your lemons first. The lemons I'm getting because of the water shortage on my side of the country can be very tart. So I always try them first. If you need to cut that down to 1/4 ounce, go ahead. But damn, if this isn't an interesting cocktail. I love these flavors and I think you will love it too. You can taste each of the ingredients as you're drinking it. And I love that when you get that in a cocktail. It makes it so interesting to drink. It's great for developing your palate as well. It's great for summer and winter. It's kind of got that ginger spice, which is really nice. I'll put the recipe down below, and I really hope you try this cocktail. Please let me know in the comments if you do. And please go over to Cocktail Pete's page on Instagram and follow him. I'm over there as well at Home Bartender Ann. I post a picture and a recipe over there with the hashtag picture and a recipe. And I'm on Facebook as well. I'll see you next week for another great tutorial. And until then, be well.